It's it's been a while since my last duel with Satellarknights. Duel 168, I just looked back at it, and I learned quite a lot since then. It was really a trio deck with some things that I really wouldn't use in the deck anymore right now. Satellarknight Betelgeuse, Photon Lead. I've definitely improved the deck, gotten a lot more used to the combos and stuff. Probably something similar will happen to the DDD deck right now. Recently I used it in a duel video. Didn't really know a lot of combos of what I could do. I just seen like one video of what I could do, and for the rest just trying out, seeing lots of effects, realizing a lot of effects that you can do certain things, and then just realizing that like 2 days later again because you forgot, and then eventually I'll just remember and actually be able to play properly, and then improve my deck obviously because only after playing it for a while and doing certain combos I'll really realize how useful certain cards are. And BG Maxi, who's a good friend of mine, and who's really good at playing DDD. He's definitely helped me. He was earlier today. I was using DDD against my friend Seb, and BG Max was giving me hints in the Watchers chat. Well, not in Watchers, in private message, but that was Seb was fine with it. But it was just so confusing because there was so much information. I just didn't know what the hell he was talking about. Because he's really used to all of it, and I'm not. But I'll eventually get used to it. Maybe in a couple months, it'll be similar to how I look now with Stellites compared to what I did in Duel 168. Can I be super battles? Okay, let's go. Mystical Space Typhoon. I feel what would be good for elemental heroes, but I feel like, especially for mask change related purposes, but also for Great Tornado, but especially mask change. Now that Stratos is still forbidden, I feel it'd be good for elemental heroes to get one more like level 4 wind monster, maybe level 3, but it's a good wind monster. Because besides Stratos, the only other main deck wind monster that the Elements Heroes is Avian, which really isn't that great if you want to use things like Divine Wind or Great Tornado, or anything that's wind. Right, reinforcements is the army. Definitely adding Deneb. Then I'll think about the rest. Because you don't have to think about how I'm going to take care of his thing. I have multiple Xyz monsters that I can use for that. This thing I've recently added to the deck. That can be so good. If you have a field full of Stellarknights, oh my god. Powerhouse right there. I think I'll go Silent Honor. Tap protection, deal 21. Yeah. Cannot be destroyed by battle too, so Excalibur wouldn't be that useful. Alright, but to get to that card, I will need. Where's Vega? Where's my Vega? Here's Vega. Summon Vega. Effect Hatsu. Koka Hatsu. I'm really mixing the languages here. Summon Deneb. Koka Hatsu. I'll be searching for a Satellarknight Altair. So I can use that next turn, get Deneb, make a new Xyz, and keep searching. How do you guys feel about Honest in this deck? Because Honest is now semi-limited, is at 2. I currently have it at 1 in the deck, used to have it at 2. It can be quite useful, but some people have really been against Honest in this deck. But it's still a light deck and it can still be very useful. Just let me know your views, especially if you play Satellarknights a lot, then let me know that especially, because that makes your say in this so much more viable, I guess. How do you feel about Honest in this deck? I want to know from different people. What are your experiences with Honest, and how do you feel about Honest in Stellarknights? How useful is it? Direct attack. Two cards in turn. Using elemental heroes with mask change, so chances are he won't be searching that much, which makes Mind Crush less useful. But who knows what we'll be able to do. Interesting one. Fiendish thing. Useless, really. I want to play Altair into Deneb, but I also want to be careful of what he could have. Okay, I don't want to go into Delteros, but I don't have enough cards for it. I I would have needed to draw into Vega, which I didn't. I don't have like MA to call the Haunted or the other continuous strap either that can bring my stuff back. So would I play Altair then Deneb, or he'd stop Altair with like Solemn Warning? That could really mess me up. Gonna play it safe and just go Unukalhai. Drop Alsam. Keep Altair for later, because if he doesn't do anything with his face down now, then likely Altair can be played safely. So, although he could be keeping it behind, because he isn't that afraid of this, or he just feels he needs it for later. I do have this moment as well that things like Solemn Warning or Mirror Force or Dimensional Prison would be really good and would definitely help me. I am not afraid of the current monsters that are on the field because I know I can deal with them or they won't be able to deal that much damage. I'm just more afraid of a monster that I know could come out at a later time. So I want to make sure that I keep Mirror Force for that. So then, sometimes I have that with opponents as well. They use Mirror Force like 3 turns later. I'm like, you've had that for 3 turns. Why the hell did you not use that? And that totally messes up my plan because I assume they don't have it. It barely ever happens, but sometimes it does, and can get frustrating for me. But gotta hand it to them. They did well if that was planned, and I do it sometimes too because I'm just not as afraid of the monsters currently on the field. And it's perfectly legal what they're doing too. Ring of Destruction's new thing. Face up monster they control with less attack or equal to their life points. If they have 2,000, it works as well. Summon a 2,000. Let's go. Playing that for bluff? I'll play this to see what works. And even if it's something like Mirror Force, Santon or Arc could survive that one alone. And even if they somehow get rid of it with like Dimensional Prison, I still have an 1800 attack from Unukala. I'm just not going to summon Altair, keep it safe. Okay, would have called back Avian with that. Could actually be useful. I still have Ring of Destruction, too. Playing it really safe. Because I could push, but if he then has something amazing, don't really know, have a good example of what it could be. But if he has something amazing to stop me, and I lose a lot of my monsters, then I don't have money in place. And this is one of the things where I play somewhat conservative, which I could in certain situations also do with like traps like Mirror Force, as I said before. Let's say he would somehow stop my attacks and make a big play. then I still have Altair in my hand to make a play to counter that, to go into Castell, to go into Excita Knight, to go into Excalibur, number 86, whatever. So that's why I sort of play conservatively sometimes as well. I really like to push, but in the same sense, I really like to play conservatively. And often I feel like, yeah, I could play conservatively or I could push, then I often do push. And often that actually doesn't work, which I know, but then I'm like, yeah, chances are that the card he just placed is Mirror Force. There's chances it's Mirror Force, and only Mirror Force could stop me. But with, like, let's say 31 cards left in the deck, chances of having Mirror Force is max 3 out of 31, really low. Let's just attack, and then they do have Mirror Force. It just happens quite a lot to me, but you know, stuff happens. But this duel actually went well. That's good. See you later.